Your smartphone is becoming a digital graveyard. Think about it. You have 50 different apps for 50 different tasks. Booking a flight, ordering food, managing your calendar. It's a chaotic mess of logins and interfaces. Akili telefon akroninda hislika kadrilan onlarka igalama ikonu. Kullanisinan kafasanan karistiji beer stock video. But in 2026, the app era is officially over. We are moving from software as a service to action as a service. Welcome to the age of AI agents. We are currently living in a state of digital attention warfare. Every app on your phone is designed to steal your focus. Constant pings, red badges, and push notifications are not tools, they're interruptions. In a typical workday, an average professional switches between different apps and windows more than 1,200 times a day. This isn't just annoying, it's expensive. It's called the context switching tax. Every time you jump from your email to Slack, then to a project management tool, then to a browser tab, your brain loses 20 to 40% of its productive capacity. We aren't being productive, we are just busy being busy. The biggest lie of the last decade was that apps make things easier. In reality, apps are walled gardens. Your flight data is trapped in your airline app. Your meeting notes are trapped in Notion. Your budget is in a spreadsheet. They don't talk to each other. They don't collaborate. They just wait for you to do the manual labor of moving data between them. Think about it. Right now, you are the API. You are the bridge. You are the one manually copying a confirmation code from a text message to a login screen. You are the one looking at a calendar to see if you're free, then typing it into an email. In 2026, it is absurd that a human being is still acting as a courier for digital data. We have reached the limit of human-app interaction. Our devices have become more complex than our tasks. This friction is why you feel drained after 8 hours of staring at a screen despite not doing much. The system is broken, and it's time to move beyond the interface. Psychology calls this cognitive overload. Every unnecessary click, every "are you sure" pop-up, and every captcha is a micro-stressor. Our brains weren't evolved to manage 15 different passwords and 20 different cloud storages just to save a single document. We are using 21st century tools with a 10,000-year-old biological processor that is currently redlining. This isn't just a personal problem, it's an institutional disaster. Research shows that digital friction costs the global economy billions in lost productivity every year. Companies spend millions on integration, which is just a fancy word for trying to force two apps that hate each other to share data. We've built a digital world that functions like a Tower of Babel. Everyone is speaking a different language, and nothing gets finished. The Graphical User Interface, or GUI, was a revolution in the 80s. It made computers accessible, but today, the GUI has become a wall. We spend more time navigating menus than doing actual work. We are trapped in a paradigm where we have to adapt to the machine's logic, instead of the machine adapting to ours. For the last 2 years, we've been obsessed with chat. We were impressed that a machine could write an essay or a poem. But chat is just a parlor trick compared to what's coming next. We are entering the agentic era. If 2024 was the year of large language models, 2026 is the year of large action models. The focus has shifted from generating text to executing intent. But what exactly is a LAM? Unlike an LLM that predicts the next word, a large action model is trained on human interfaces. It understands that clicking this button follows entering this text. It doesn't need a clean API connection to work. It sees the pixels on a screen, recognizes the structure of a checkout page, and navigates it exactly like a human would, but with zero friction and perfect memory. The real power lies in agentic workflows. In the past, automation was a straight line: if this, then that. If the conditions changed, the script broke. AI agents use iterative reasoning. They try a task, observe the result, and if they hit a wall, like a flight being sold out, they don't stop. They pivot. They look for the next best alternative based on your preset preferences. They aren't just tools, they are employees. Think about the tools we're seeing in 2026. Systems like OpenAI's Operator or Google's Jarvis aren't just assistants, they're digital proxies. They can handle your taxes by logging into your bank, cross-referencing receipts from your email, and filling out government forms. They bridge the gap between your private data and the public web, acting as a secure, autonomous buffer. Of course, this raises a massive question: trust. Giving an agent access to your credit card or your medical records requires a new kind of security. We are moving toward edge agents, AI that lives locally on your device, processing your most sensitive data without it ever hitting a central server. Your personal intelligence becomes your most guarded asset. By the end of this year, the very concept of a website will start to fade. Companies won't design sites for humans to click. They will design data endpoints for agents to ingest. We are witnessing the final days of the graphical user interface. The future isn't a screen you touch, it's an intent you broadcast. The app era is effectively over. The agentic era has begun. This isn't a distant prediction, it's a technical transition that is actively happening right now. The only question is whether you will be a passenger or a pilot in this new economy. So, I want to hear from you in the comments. What is the one app on your phone that you hate using the most, and why are you still using it? Let's start the debate down below. If you want to understand the logic behind the future, not just the hype, but the core mechanics, then you need to be here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Don't get left behind in the friction. We don't just report on the future, we decode it. This is Future Logic Core. Welcome to the new operating system.